So I had an interesting conversation with someone in a local town last week, running some errands. So you can see that, like, got a band-aid on this nail and another nail on my other hand. So I was looking for some cuticle tidy uppers because there's bits of nail that kind of hang and they catch on stuff. So then from there, the conversation went on to what was wrong with what I'm looking for. Like, I'm in pain and can't find any reason for it, and the other things that, I've documented along the way. And she mentioned a disease which it's too hard to say the word, so it's basically arthritis of the spine. But I've done all my x-rays and blood tests, and it turns out that that's not the answer. Because I was actually, I was reading it, did my research, and literally tingling in my toes, tingling in my fingers, the back pain, digestive issues. It kind of all, made sense and matched. But unfortunately, doctor emailed me today, got the results really quickly, so that was a good thing. But it wasn't that. So I still don't know what's... Yes, I have ME/CFS, but I also know my body, and what I'm experiencing is not anything that I've experienced before in my 30 years of living with ME/CFS. So he has referred me to a rheumatologist to do some more investigating in that side of things to see if it might be just a form of arthritis. So I was able to ring the clinic that he's referred me to, although the doctor he's referred me to isn't taking, and you can see my lips are blue and I'm not even cold. So anyway, and no, it's not blue icy pole, they're actually literally blue. He referred me to a doctor at a clinic, but that doctor's not taking any new patients, but they will still accept the referral, so that's okay. And hubby and I are going away later this year, but I was able to organise an appointment before I go away, so that's good. Although medical costs at the moment are like ridiculous. It's going to cost 360 Australian up front, and Medicare rebate is 220, but I don't really do Medicare rebates anymore, but we might for this one because that's actually really expensive. And then if I need an injection, which I don't think I will, but I don't know if that includes withdrawing fluid and him giving me something. So that's another $250. So you're looking at like, $600 for this appointment if you need the injection and the consult. So yeah, I'm not sure what country I'm living in at the moment because yeah, I could relay another experience that's close to my family, but I'm not going to. But it's just not the same as it was a few years ago, and trying to get answers is become a lot harder. I will say that my GP has been listening to me and is open to the tests that go along with what I was discussing with the person local in town, and I'm glad they gave me that information, because if I didn't know and we didn't have the conversation, then I wouldn't even know to look at it. So but I'm kind of glad I don't have it, because that means I would have asked my kids to get the gene test for it as well, because it's pretty nasty. I mean, arthritis is bad enough as it is, but then arthritis of the spine or the skeletal system is probably a little bit worse. So if it turns out to be an arthritis of a type, then I'd probably be like, okay, well, maybe I have IBS and arthritis, but my systems aren't really compatible with IBS. And no one can explain why I'm losing weight. No one can explain why my digestive system is being weird and I'm still having difficulty in eating. So it's an update. It's an unlikely conversation brought about some extra testing, and yes, I'm fiddling because a little bit anxious. But yeah, so I'm in the van again this week, and I will be next week, but the hours will be a lot friendlier next week, and actually even this week. So tomorrow I'm only working till 2, and then the rest of the week will be 9 till 1. So the hours are becoming a lot more manageable, and then at some point I won't even be working every day. I've kind of already asked to just do 4 days as well, because 5 days is a bit much. So but yeah, so sometimes having a conversation with a stranger is worth its weight in gold, and you can't even put a price on it. It may have led to something, it may not have, but the fact that I'm even going down the rheumatology path, which no one has even suggested before, because I've already ruled out any gynecological issues and any cancers in that region. So I've had a CT scan which didn't show anything. So I do have a specialist. I do have a scan for fibroids to see if that's changed, or anything's changed with that in a couple of weeks. Then I have an appointment with the specialist in that regard a week after that, so that'll be good. And I just live with the unknowing and with the pain, and I just do the best that I can do. And that's why I came up to the van, to see if it would help with any of the things. The only thing it's kind of, I haven't had like major IBS issues, if you want to call it that. Had some small symptoms, but nothing sort of major. So even though I'm still not eating great up here, because I can't cook. I don't have the energy to cook, so it's like frozen meals, or tonight I'm having pasta with salt and parmesan cheese. So it's kind of healthy, but not, could do better. But that's because I'm exhausted and I don't have the energy to do anything better. So anyway, thank you for listening. I hope your journey of medical discovery is a lot more easier going than mine. And if you are looking for answers, I hope you've got a open-minded listening GP that is listening to your concerns and following up on your requests. Have a good evening wherever you are, or morning or afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.